Welcome to a Blaise review of Super Raft Boat Together, a game you can play solo or up to 4 players. And starting off, you get 4 different characters to choose from. You have Helvetii, you have Chauncey, you have Roboto, and you have Beta to choose from. My favorite so far has been Helvetii, but each character has their own unique skill set, so they have a special ability. For instance, Helvetii has a dodge roll. The shark has to be in the water unless you reinforce and your planks to be able to stay on them and keep your breathing up. But also when you're in the water, you can chomp them down. Roboto has like a EMP explosion that's a lot of damage. And I have not played Beta yet, but I believe he has mines and the grenade launcher. So nice different play styles between each one that makes it interesting and good. Definitely a game that you can play solo, have just as much fun, has a really good gameplay loop. Your goal is it is a roguelike, and you're going to be able to get trinkets to change up your build every single time you play through the game. You hop on your raft, you hope it doesn't get destroyed. When it gets destroyed, you rebuild it and hope it keeps on going as well. As it started off, your small little raft, as you can see, you actually have a build limit. You can press spacebar, or you can do your mouse wheel to swap between your weapon and your building abilities. And then it's just shoot and survive. Different mobs, you have seagulls, you have fish, you have krakens, it's all there. But let's start off with the general gameplay loop of Super Raft Boat Together. The general gameplay loop is this: as you play with more people, it gets much more hectic, kind of like a bullet hell, if you've ever played any of those. If you're playing solo, it stays pretty calm, but as you go through a gameplay loop, which means you've went through 5 biomes, and then you face off the Kraken that you hopefully defeat, and once you defeat the Kraken, it's a gameplay loop. You get to go to the Ship of Destinies, you get a few extra trinkets for your troubles, but then all the mobs get tankier. So, to start off with, the gameplay loop, I love it. It's really nice and chill. It's fun to play with friends, obviously. It can get a little crazy, but that's kind of what makes it fun with this party game type of mechanic. You also get different hireable mercenaries you can get throughout the adventure. Whenever you complete a single level, you get to go to a ship. There'll be some trinkets you can buy, health restores. You can buy an egg that's going to allow you to have a little pet with you that will do some damage. They can end up dying. Here's your first example of trinkets. These are curse trinkets, which means for each thing on them, there is a good and there is a bad. So for instance, at least in most cases, chance that enemies are smaller and have less health, that's all good. But Macro Mush, gain 2 max hearts but become bigger and slower. Or Lightning Rod, increase movement speed but more lightning spawns. There are lots of different versions of these, but the nice thing about playing solo when you see a chest is you can stop, you can pick it up, it pauses the game. In multiplayer, the raft keeps going, the enemies keep coming, and it can get a little bit hectic and a little bit scary, but you do have the option to, as long as your teammate is surviving, even if you die, you have a chance to respawn, which is nice. So again, the general gameplay loop is very, very nice. You face a boss every 3 levels. In this case, we're facing off against the dolphin, and the dolphin doesn't like our raft. It likes to swim through it. It likes to throw boulders at it. It makes us big sad. Okay, that's just the way of the road here. We're going to try to not repair our raft while being the dolphin just to kind of give ourselves a challenge here. But overall, gameplay loop, really nice. If you're a One Piece fan, there are some One Piece references here for you. In this game, $15, what a steal over on Steam. It's just really good. Speaking of One Piece references, Monkey D. Luffy, Howard D. Bird. Just keep watching, you might find out more. But along with that, the music in this game is an absolute banger. I love it. Whoever did the music for this game, I honestly wish I could just get the music of Super Raft Boat, put it on a playlist, and that's what I use to go running to. It's one of my favorite things about the game. I actually almost enjoy the music more than the gameplay loop. Like, the music's just really, really well done. It's diverse with each different biome you go into. And speaking of biomes, when you change biomes, You also get different types of enemies. You get weather effects. You have rocks that come up that will destroy your boat. There's many different types of bosses. There's like the trout that breaks down to smaller trout. There's a blowfish that breaks down to smaller blowfish when they explode. They go everywhere. Tons of fun. Not going to spoil it all for you. Gameplay, I would say if I'm going to rate this as just like kind of a party game, I really enjoy it and say the gameplay loop's pretty good. I'd give it an 8 out of 10, which I do not think is any bad part of the game. Music, 10 out of 10. I love it. Every game I've hosted so far has gone pretty well with a very minimal lag. The multiplayer, really, really well done. So that's another high point of the game. Being able to also play it solo is really nice. So I'm going to rank it high there as well. But going through each thing here, just to give you an example of what the different trinkets are like, and you buy more trinkets as you complete runs. You'll get a currency, allows you to go to one of the fishermen and buy new trinkets to get as commons, uncommons, epics, legendaries, and cursed, I believe. It might not be legendary, it might just be epic. But overall, really enjoyable game. We can increase our bullet range, we can do our fire rate up, and we can do bullet range speed up, bigger bullets, and then you get random ones. If you have a mercenary, they appear over here for hire for gold, usually 5 gold, and it lets you know the stats they have on them. You can also play our little buddy over here, 1 gold, and it'll let you choose which biome you want to go to. So you can go rough waters, or you can go to the Arctic. You will sometimes find sailors that need to go to a specific biome, which again, changes up how you're going to play the game, and every single playthrough feels a little bit different, even if you're playing the same character over and over again. And to give you an example of different things that happen with your character is at the end of the run, here's the different areas you can buy trinkets. So again, common, rare, epic, cursed trinkets. These allow you to unlock more for your playthroughs. I've been strictly going uncommons or commons right now just to get all of those unlocked. You also are able to level up every character and get upgrades along the way, new emotes, new skins, things of that nature. Our hammerhead shark friend over here, Bruce, sells us different mallets that we can use. They don't have any effects. They just look cool. That's it. And then we can come over here to our friend Bentley. Bentley allows us to buy different profile icons. And last but not least, for now, we can come over here to Blair, who also gives us different emotes to buy. And then I'm assuming this is going to be a skin shop soon. Other than that, you do have a shooting range to come try out your different characters, your different weapons, because every character does have a weapon they start off with. For instance, Helvetii starts off with a pistol and then gets an AK. If you come over here, you see that Chauncey has a shotgun, has a little bit of a spread shot, but then again, you can get a different weapon up here, which I'm assuming is probably a pump shotgun. I haven't played through with a lot of Chauncey. Overall, it's a really, really fun game. I think it's really fun to play. You should definitely check it out over on Steam. Or if you're a content creator, there are still some keys up on daredrops.com. You can go ahead, accept some dares. You'll get a key of the game for you and a friend to play. Complete some dares, unlock maybe some more emotes you can end up giving away. There's tons of different things you can do over on daredrops.com. If you've not ever been to daredrops.com, you can go here. This is what it looks like. If you go through up here in the top right, there's 14 keys left right now, but you can accept a dare. It tells you what the outcome will be. If it's easy, hard, legendary, medium, noob, whatever it may be, you have different challenges you can complete and do those giveaways for your community. Strongly suggest checking out this game. And if you check it out, come hit me up. Hit me up in the comments below. I'm happy to get playing with some more people. I hope you all take it easy. Thank you, and I'll catch you all later on the flip side.